working caution here at Richmond. Gives us time to give you our NASCAR Busch Series update. Robbie Gordon with his first Busch Series win last night. He went from third to first with 15 to go when Martin Truex slipped into Casey Atwood racing for the lead. Truex gaining a little ground on Kyle Busch in their championship duel, the NASCAR Busch Series at Dover, 1 week from Saturday. Craftsman Truck Series raced here at Richmond on Thursday night. Ted Musgrave won, leading all but 10 laps for his second win of the year. Bobby Hamilton holding a slight championship lead over Dennis Setzer and Carl Edwards. Trucks race at New Hampshire International Speedway next Saturday.
Okay. Thanks for that update.
It's my job.
Thank you.
I was surprised that all the cars did make a pit stop besides Mike Wallace, the 09 car. He stayed on the racetrack. Now 19, he played the track position game by fuel only in the 12 car right sides. See how that works out.
Well, like I said, I think some of those guys probably would have stayed out, but I think they're still fighting ill-handling cars. So they're making all the changes they can under the caution, especially early in the race.
Sorry, long cars on the inside are a lap down to the race leader. Bobby Hamilton Jr. 32 trying to stay in front of Mike Wallace with quick caution and come back around and rejoin that lead lap.
Oh, wow. Bernie Mayfield all over the back bumper of Mike Wallace, that 09 car.
Don't forget, as you watch the ticker at the top of the screen, the cars whose drivers' names are listed in green are in the chase for the Nextel Cup at this moment. White out, not affected. Yellow, the guys who still have a chance at getting in but are not inside the top 10 at this point in the race. See Jeff Gordon doing some bobbing and weaving in traffic. Around the lap car of Carl Edwards, the 99. And Gordon running in fourth, trying to catch Ryan Newman in the 12 for third.
And you know that the 19 car, Jeremy Mayfield, wants to lead a lap so bad he can hardly stand it to get those 5 bonus points. But Mike Wallace, pretty strong in that 09 car. Dave, what are they saying in the 19 camp?
BP, I mentioned they were trying something by not taking on tires there. It's actually based on fact. They tested here 2 weeks ago, and it was all about tires. They did long runs, learned how to make the car not wear the tires. They confirmed it yesterday in happy hour. They ran the entire happy hour on one set of tires.
Casey Kane, Mayfield's teammate. Big slip off of turn number 2. He's lost a whole pile of positions in this last lap, falling all the way back to 23rd place from 16th.
Mayfield's working him.
He's trying his best. Can he lead a lap?
No, not that time.
All he's got to do is get to the start-finish line, and he'll get those 5 bonus points.
He drove in hard that time. Got a little bit of an edge. And here's where the guy on the outside seems to look like he's got 50 more horsepower. When they come off turn 2, the guy on the outside always seems to have the advantage.
We'll try him again. Not this time. Mayfield starting the race 14th in the championship, 55 points behind 10th place Mark Martin.
Here comes the bump.
Because he sees that 24 car coming fast.
If he's going to lead a lap, he's going to have to get it done, because the 24 is going to get by the 19 in no time. Bill.
Wally, Jeff Gordon's got a great seat for that battle, but before they went back to green, crew chief Robbie Loomis warned his driver in that 24 car, long way to go, be careful with those guys in front of you.
Trying to be careful, but you know when you got a good car, the best thing to do is get them behind you.
I think Robbie's been listening to all those conspiracy theorists in the garage area.
You think? So Mike Wallace leads. Jeremy Mayfield is second. Jeff Gordon now third. Ryan Newman fourth. Rusty Wallace fifth.
I'll tell you, it was a different atmosphere, though, in the garage today. With you, like, around the 24 bunch, talking to Robbie, those guys were loose and having fun. Yet if you went over to like McMurray or one of those cars that were still fighting for it, you could cut the tension with a knife around that garage stall.
I thought it's the last couple of weeks, the atmosphere in the garage has been extraordinary.
Yeah, it really has.
I mean, it's just like the final race of the season. I mean, it's the final race to qualify for the NASCAR Nextel Cup Championship, but after this, these guys got 10 races just like this.
And they got to do it every week.
Every week. Matt.
BP now, the 9 car, which you saw earlier, was in the green. He has dropped all the way back to 26. He finally came on the radio 2 laps ago and said, Tommy, this car is really, really loose on low air pressure.
And so what that means for Casey Kane by falling back to where he is on the racetrack in 26th place. He has fallen as they run outside the top 10.
And what they're trying to do is what Tommy's doing is trying to get that car set up for the real long runs. The problem is if the car is really, really bad on the first 10 or 15 laps when you have the pressures down, you lose so much track position that it doesn't pay itself off.
So Kane out, kicks Mayfield in for now. And look down below, 11 through 15. Kevin Harvick moving up nicely in this race. Kevin is all the way up to 13th place. He started back in 27th.
And Harvick's one of those guys that he really can't worry about it. All he's got to do the best he can. Uh-oh, we got trouble up in turn 3. Robbie Gordon just sliding like crazy.
No caution.
Well, I'll tell you what, he has almost hit the wall about 3 or 4 times already tonight.
I locked up my left front really bad.
He locked up his left front really bad with brakes.
So what he's got to do is he's going to have to dial some of that front brake out, dial it to the rear, balance it a little bit better. But he took off up the racetrack.
And now look at the soup this puts Casey Kane in. When he fell back and Robbie Gordon fell back and kind of bottled up traffic, trying to gather up his car. Casey Kane on trying to stay in this chase for the Nextel Cup, and he's right in the middle of a heavy pack of traffic.
And back to the lead. Jeremy Mayfield still trying his best to get by Mike Wallace. Can't do it.
Mike's doing a good job.
He's doing a fantastic job. That car ran well in practice yesterday.
And that's how much, right there, this is how important track position is. You see, we didn't even know where Mike was before that caution, but he stayed out. He's got a pretty good race car, and he's staying up front. These guys have been going at it really, really hard. Casey Kane and Robbie Gordon. They've been banging off each other the last couple laps.
This is going to be one of those nights where your head's going to be on a swivel, trying to figure out where to look and what's the biggest implication happening at the moment. You know, there's just things going on all the way through the field. Let's check on Casey Kane some more, Matt.
Alan, all year long, this young man, he's had to change his goals after each part of the season because he continues to impress everyone. Coming into today, the 9 guys, they really felt like they had a good shot to lock in a top 10. Rodney Rhodes, a gas man, told me, only once a year do I get goosebumps on race morning. It's usually the Daytona 500. Today, I couldn't sleep. I woke up with goosebumps. This race is huge for these guys. He's trying to work his way slowly back to the front.
And his teammate Jeremy Mayfield still unable to work his way around Mike Wallace and collect 5 bonus points toward the championship. Lap 76 complete. You're watching NASCAR on TNT.